Mike Bogden.
And Craig Neville, who finally got his haircut after a month of trying. And this is
the Island Park Weekly Weather Report for
Wednesday, July 29th, 2026, and of course the 6 days thereafter. I threw him off.
Yeah, it looks like somebody attacked you with a weed whacker, but that's okay. Anyway, so let's talk about the weather, Craig.
All right, so it looks like it's going to be another blissful week, Mike.
It's blissful, yes, it's going to be blissful.
Yep, it's warm out here.
It's toasty, and it's going to be toasty the rest of the week.
It is, yep. So Wednesday we'll start out with low to mid 80s for the high. Thursday we'll take it up to the mid to high 80s. Friday will definitely be the high 80s. Saturday we're looking at low 90s, I think.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's gonna be 80s and low 90s all week long.
Yeah.
And
then Sunday it'll be back down to the mid 80s, and then Monday it may just be a low 80, and then Tuesday maybe back up into the mid 80s.
Yep, it's basically 80s.
Yeah, so 80s is, and Mike is right, it's basically 80s all the way through.
And temperature nighttime is going to be 50s.
I'm actually showing 40s, high 40s on Wednesday night, and then 50s the rest of the week.
Yep.
Yes.
So real consistent all week long as far as temperature goes.
There's always going to be a chance of some afternoon, evening thunderstorms that'll come creeping through.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like Wednesday and Friday.
Wednesday and Friday are the two biggest chances.
Yeah,
but living up here, we know it can happen anytime.
It can happen anytime, but the thunderstorms are going to be sporadic and probably not real intense.
No.
So I was just going to get a few droplets, and it's going to make spots on your car window.
Right, yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep, just enough that you have to use your windshield wiper fluid to try and clear it off.
Yeah, anyway, we're also enjoying a certain amount of smoke up here, which is compliments of Oregon.
Sure.
Yeah. It's blowing from the west, and it's blowing over us. So if you notice the smoky haze, that is part of Oregon.
Yep.
So be glad you're here and just enjoying the smoke from here rather than over there.
That's right, and hopefully we'll keep it largely not our smoke for quite a while yet.
Yes, and we do pray for the people of Oregon that they get their fires out.
Them and Utah
and every place else that's drier than we are. So fortunately
Canada.
Fortunately, we've been relatively not that dry so far. It is drying out now, but we've actually been pretty green this
We have been. I mean, it's still really green for almost being the 1st of August.
Yeah, so we're doing pretty good, but it's going to get worse. So
I think so.
Remember your fire suppression techniques. Make sure you're careful where you do a fire. Make sure there's plenty of room in between, no overhanging branches.
Make sure it's in a good fire pit.
Yeah, plenty of.
And then you got a hose ready to go just in case.
Yeah, a hose and a shovel. Make sure you put it out before you go to bed at night. Do not have fire if there's wind.
That is right.
Yep. That is correct.
And when you make sure that you put that out, when you put the fire out at night, the best way to test that is to put your hand right down there on the coals.
Yep.
If it's still warm, you're not done yet.
Yeah. And make sure you flip the logs so you get some water on both sides. So anyway, with that, just be careful with your fire suppression. Also, be careful because the grass is really tall right now. So if you start driving through grasses as it dries out, you'll start a fire.
It is possible,
from your vehicle exhaust and so forth. So be careful with that. And if you're
especially with ATVs, UTVs,
and if you're in
motorbikes,
all those things. And if you're in nondescript campgrounds, if you're just boondocking it in places,
no fires.
Well, check with the Forest Service for sure. Find out what the rules are. But if you do have a fire in one of those spots, make sure you make a standard fire pit to have a fire.
That would be nice.
So clear the brush around it, 15 feet all the way around, so that, and make sure that you've got a pit that's deep enough, and maybe put some rocks around it, but and make sure you put it out with water and so forth before you go to bed, or throw dirt on top of it. But, you make sure you practice fire safety at all times.
Yes, please.
And so be cautious with that. The other thing to be cautious of is we're selling lots of bear spray right now, huh,
Yes,
Greg?
we are.
Yeah, so we just had somebody.
We got it back in stock finally.
Yeah, but we just had somebody that got crunched by a bear last week.
Yeah, I heard it did a really good number on his knee. So.
Yeah, it chomped on him a little bit. So, I mean, he's hurt. But
him and his dog survived.
Yeah,
so
well,
that's
the dog had a second harrowing problem. But they did. The dog was with the grizzly guys and they rolled the truck trying to avoid a head-on.
Was that the accident I got stuck in?
Yep.
Oh.
And so when they did that, the kennel broke loose and the dog got away, and it took like 3 days to find the dog. So
that okay, all right, that makes sense to me.
Anyway,
now,
it was in Airedale. Anyway, they did find the dog, and the dog was okay. It actually wandered into some bachelor party camp, where they're having a campfire someplace.
Right.
And they had a tag with the phone number. They called, got the dog back. But but the Fish and Game were feeling really bad that they lost the dog for a couple of days.
Oh, I'll bet.
But,
and I was feeling bad when I made it up to where the accident was there, and I realized it was a Fish and Game, and that it looked truck, that is, and that it looked like it had rolled.
He was. Yeah, somebody came at him like almost head on because they had veered off the road, and she overcorrected, and then went across. So luckily, there wasn't a head-on collision because the Fish and Game guys had their head about them and got off to the side, but with soft shoulder, and it rolled the truck.
Okay.
But nobody was hurt seriously, so that was a good thing. And the dog was found, so all is happy.
Right. All came back out all right.
Yeah, so, but the thing is, the guy that got bit by the grizzly was jogging with his dog on a mountain trail.
And I think he did have his bear spray.
Well, that doesn't do you any good because if you're jogging, you're not going to see the bear before it sees you. So jogging on mountain trail is not a good idea this time of year because you'll surprise a bear, and a surprise bear is a grumpy bear.
Yes,
so
it is.
No jogging on trails, and then so it doesn't help if you have your bear spray if you don't have time to do anything. So just be aware of that. So be cautious. But
so you know what? We never said that we were here at Mesa Falls, and it looks like there's a lot of people down here enjoying the scenery.
Yeah, they are, and the reason that we're here is because it's only going to be open for a couple more weeks before they shut it down. They're going to reseal the road coming down. They're going to redo the boardwalks.
They're going to re-roof the inn.
And put new floor in there and a bunch of other stuff. So it's going to be shut down about mid-August, but I'm not sure exactly when. So,
you've got between 2 to 3 weeks to come visit it.
Yep,
if you wait the full 3 weeks, you might be a day or two late.
Yeah,
sooner rather than later.
Yep. So get over here, check out Mesa Falls. It's still beautiful, and it's nice to do it. And you can see the kids are really enjoying it. So
you can hear that they're really enjoying
exactly.
it. Yes,
Anyway, so
I thought I'd get away from that. I've been hearing that for the last week in the store, and I like kids, but their voices can be grating sometimes.
They're just win times for parents. Anyway, so with that, you just make sure you get over here, check that out. Be aware of the bears. It's getting closer to fall. They're going to be searching for food, so make sure you put all your garbage away, store it properly. Don't leave anything out where the grizzlies can get to it.
And I have been hearing that the huckleberries in the lower elevations have not done well. But if you can find the huckleberries in the higher elevations, there is a plethora to be found.
Oh, a plethora?
Yes.
Okay, so check the higher elevations, local elevations.
But just keep in mind, if you go up in those higher elevations, there's a better chance that you will be
beating grizzly bears.
Yes,
Yeah, because they like huckleberries too.
They love huckleberries.
So I would be very cautious with that. Make sure you take grizzly spray. Make sure you take your bear spray. Also, take a weapon. If you got a weapon, make sure it's a decent weapon.
And if you got a dog, take it so it can alert you.
Yeah, only if
because you won't be jogging.
Well, the only thing about the bear
first.
The thing about the dog thing is if a dog doesn't know what a grizzly bear is, it's not going to help you.
Oh.
Because they don't know the danger. So if they're not acclimated to grizzly bears, it's not going to help at all. So the dogs aren't going to help if they're people from someplace else and they bring them there because they won't know what the heck they're smelling.
Right. They may actually get curious, is what you're saying.
Well, or they'll just start barking and aggravating, and then it'll charge faster. So the thing is be cautious with your dogs and grizzly bears because if your dogs don't know how to deal with grizzly bears, they could actually provoke them to charge more so.
Okay.
So be aware of that. But anyway, with that, we're going to let you go. So have a fun week. Enjoy yourselves. And we've only got one more month of summer vacations before it's over with.
That's about right.
So enjoy the month. And
yes,
yeah, and be patient at Sam Patch because I know it's
be patient because yes, it's been very busy
it's been
and crowded.
But they've been cheery and helpful.
Yeah, we're doing the best that we can, folks.
And so is all the other restaurants that are working.
And other businesses.
They're all everybody's having is dealing with everybody the demands as best they can. So be patient with them and be kind to the staff and leave a tip.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. Anyway, with
I
that,
actually got one the other day.
Cool. Yeah. Don't eat yellow snow. That was a good tip.
Oh no! It was actually a greenback tip. So yes.
Cool.
Yep.
Anyway, I prefer gold and silver, but that's just me.
They actually, it was a guy. He came running up out of nowhere because he wanted to pay for the gals. There was a gal that I was assisting at the time, and he wanted to do a good deed, and so he came running up out of nowhere, flipped some money down, and said, "That's to pay for her groceries, and you keep the change." And I went, "Okay," and the lady went, "Well," and we were all happy.
Yeah.
That's the end of the story.
I wish Sherry would do that for me. Anyway, so with that, this is from my own pockets by Bogden
and Craig Neville.
Be safe, be careful, remember, love you guys. See you, bye.